pull back here and look at yesterday's press avails from 30,000 feet and not just look. I know everybody's thinking about North Korea right now. I'm just telling our viewers, in the long run, what he is doing, attacking Mitch McConnell, the most powerful Republican on Capitol Hill, and the one guy who actually does know how to get things done, even under the worst of circumstances. Probably not the smartest thing to do and could have the longest impact. But he did say some extraordinarily frightening things about North Korea. He did say some strange things about Paul Manafort. He did say some unsettling things about so many other topics, Mike. From 30,000 feet yesterday, what did we see when we were watching the 45th President of the United States talk to the press for the first time in a long time?
Well, you saw a level of chaos that's been unmatched in presidential history. You saw a president of the United States literally trying to goad an unstable regime into doing something completely crazy that would change our world forever. You saw a president of the United States who clearly doesn't understand the concept of legislating in Washington, D.C., that you do need, at some level, at some point, a friend. Some friend to help you, whether it's Mitch McConnell, whoever it is, Paul Ryan, whoever it is. You saw a president alienate huge parts of his own party, if he does have a party. You saw a level of selfishness and self-absorption on the part of the President of the United States that's unmatched in history. At one point, he indicated that he was speaking the way he was speaking because of something that Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is, the guy with the crazy hair, said. Something that the person said, that the leader of North Korea said. So this is schoolyard stuff from the President of the United States. Now, there may have been an ulterior motive. Maybe within the context, reading between the lines, he said something that was suggested by his national security advisor or the Secretary of Defense. We don't know that. We don't know how it's going to play out. But yesterday was truly beyond bizarre.
Now for a light touch, let's go to Donnie Deutsch. Donnie, what did you make of yesterday?
You know, Joe, you opened up on his war, and, you know, who has he not declared war on, whether it's the judicial system, whether it's the intelligence community, whether it's Great Britain, whether it's Australia, whether it's Germany, whether it's the media, whether it's the Democratic Party. It was a very interesting thing. The clip that you guys were just running of Trump, physically, we can go back up to, this is the first time since he's come on the political scene, I've seen his arms like this. It's a little thing, but you really, if we could just put, yeah, there it is. It's just interesting how you really feel that he is almost afraid. That the more he blusters, the more you feel his insecurity, the more you feel his pathos, his neuroses. And I also agree with, obviously, the North Korea issue is something that is the most frightening thing from an existential point of view, but waging war on Mitch McConnell just shows a complete ignorance of how to, and his only ability to go back to campaigning. When you are campaigning, yes, you go after any politician. That was very successful for him when he ran for office. Any politician, anybody having anything to do with Washington sucks, and I'm great, and I'm going to clean out the swamp. That doesn't work in the real world, and we're seeing that right now.
Well, we are seeing that right now, and again, he's picked fights with everybody. As I always said to my office in Washington, when they came at me and said, "Oh, we need to go after so-and-so," I said, one war at a time. We only fight one front wars here, and don't even come and tell me to wage a war somewhere else unless we've resolved the first one peacefully. You just can't fight everybody in Washington, D.C. because they all fight back, and you do not want to be fighting two front wars, let alone 10, 20 front wars that Donald Trump is fighting right now. And very interesting, we've talked about all these different topics, but the one we haven't spoken of, really, the name that we haven't said so far in the first few minutes of this show that actually probably is making Donald Trump be drawn up like that and off-balanced and nervous, and if Donnie's right, frightened, is Bob Mueller. Bob Mueller is moving forward while Donald Trump golfs for 17 days straight. Bob Mueller is not golfing. Bob Mueller is working. He's getting to the bottom of the facts, and he's getting to the truth, and he's going to apply the law to the truth. And that may be something that has Donald Trump very nervous as he goes out and golfs every day, even while he tells people that he does not. Now, very interesting yesterday, he was attacking Mitch McConnell, telling Mitch to get back to work, when, of course, he was on a 17-day vacation where he occasionally